the Nail family, and we're from Muskegon, Michigan, and I just thought, this is Jason and Jennifer, and then our kids will introduce themselves.
I'm Isaiah Nail.
And I'm Eli. I'm Aaliyah.
And we were thinking that we would just ask them, what do you like about the team, Isaiah?
I like about the team that I can become more of a leader, and that I can read books and listen to CDs.
What do you like about the team, Aaliyah?
Reading books.
And Eli, what do you like about the team?
Movies and doing all the things.
Good job. You want to go downstairs for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, can we play a little bad guy?
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
We can play a little bad guy.
So that's our children, and they're pretty excited about making this video, but we were introduced to the team about 5 years ago, and when we were first introduced to the team, I was not very excited at all. I did not want to have anything else in our life. We were very busy. My daughter was about 1 when we got into the business, and Isaiah was 6. So we've been with the team now for about 5 years, and it's just crazy to look back on the journey. I did not want to get involved because we had so much going on. We were co-pastoring at a church. Jason was going to school to become a teacher at the time. We both had a self-employed business. I had a photography business and he had a construction business. We also had rental homes, and so I didn't think we had any time for anything else on our plate. But I'm so glad that he said yes to the opportunity and that we did get more information. And it is the one thing that we could do together that started to simplify all those other things that we were involved in. And it also helped our marriage get a lot stronger. It's taught us so much about family and just raising children. And I'm so thankful to our mentors, Kirk and Cassie Bertles, who have just taught us so much. And I homeschool the 2 younger ones, Aaliyah and Eli, right now, which I never would have ever considered, but it was awesome just being introduced to that option. And Isaiah, he goes to a private school, and so we're able to do that. I just love the team because of the options that it does offer, and I feel like the past 5 years we really fell in love with just the information, and that's all that life offers now is the information that we've been able to be a part of the past 5 years, and that has helped us in all our areas of life, finances and family and faith and our marriage and all the 8 F's. So we just wanted to introduce you to our kids, and I just said a few words, and then I'm so proud of Jason for what he does for our family, and I'm going to let him share with you now.
Thank you. They say that the average father will look in their sons 45 seconds, an average a day. But that same father will look and he'll watch TV 3 hours a day. And a lot of people just don't think there's anything really wrong with that. And it's startling and it's scary, and it always bothered me a little bit, and especially when I heard that, because that's exactly where I was. And if you look at the average role model as far as males today, as far as fathers or lack of fathers, is, you know, a man will get his value by the amount of money he earns and his credit score. And those are the 2 things that a man usually is valued, finds his value in it. And we see all these different divorces happening. I know, like, our marriage was just really rocky when we got in, because we were playing that game. For years we were playing that game. And we didn't think there was a way out. Nobody looked at us like we were entrepreneurs, or looked at us like we were going to be able to do anything great. And we definitely, as far as me, didn't think for sure I'd do anything great. And I remember, you know, when we first approached with this, it was, you know, right before we approached with this, you know, I was in New Orleans at my dad's house, and he had this book on Sam Walton, and some of the great things that Sam Walton had did with Walmart and his background. I remember reading that, and it was like, I was like into it, and it was grabbing me. But at the same time, about a third of the way through, I threw it down. I put it down because I had absolutely nothing at all to apply that to. And I felt that there was something wrong. There was just no way an average person like me would ever be able to do something like that. But it was some of the great principles that were in it that we find now in our training system that help us in all these different areas of our life. And it was literally about 4 months after that a gentleman came to our house and shared this idea with us. And he asked us if we wanted to be entrepreneurs. And I didn't ever think I saw myself as an entrepreneur, and the word scared me. But at the same time, I just knew that we had to do something different. And we became part of the life training system, the leadership training system, and we started to listen to CDs and read books and grow in our marriage and with our finances and with our kids and with our friends and all these different things in our faith. And you know, you look at it, it's like one of the things that Robert Kiyosaki says is that one of the keys to success and being wealthy is delayed gratification. And we were just talking about this a little earlier, kind of laughing about it. Is like sometimes to be an entrepreneur, you got to go backwards a little bit to go forward, and we definitely had to do that. You know, we stopped buying things on credit all the time and got out of that mess a little bit. And we drive cars that are paid for, but they're always the nicest, right? And I remember last year I was pulling up to my kid's school, and we had our car, and my car isn't very nice. There's no muffler in it, and the door handles don't work on the inside very good. You have to kind of pry your way out of it. You know, the door, you have to open it to get something from the drive-thru, and it's not a very nice car. And I always wondered if I was somehow messing my son's life up, dropping him off to the private school, where all these guys have beautiful cars. And I remember thinking maybe it'd just be great just to go buy a car like that, just to make them look good. But at the same time, you know, that's just not what we believe in. And you know, a couple weeks ago, we're driving home, and Isaiah asked me, he's like, "How rich are we?" And I said, "Well, why are you asking that?" He said, "Because all my friends think we're really, really rich." And I said, "Well, why do they think that?" And they said, "Because you're so awesome. They see that you just look like you're rich." And I'm like, "Didn't you see my car?" But I didn't say that, you know, but I realized what it is, because in our business, we realize that true success isn't just finances. A lot of people get in. We got in because of the finances, but then along the journey, we believe there's 8 different keys to success. And we've just grown through the years in those 8 things. And yes, money is coming now, and that's great, but at the same time, we find the best values in our marriage and with our friends and with our family and with our mentors. And we feel blessed, and we're so glad and happy and excited to bring life to the rest of the world.